Sold for how much? If you've ever wondered what the most mind-blowing auction prices of recent years are, stick around, your jaw might hit the floor. Hey folks, Josh Levine here. We're counting down the top 10 shocking auction results of the last few years, the kind of multi-million-dollar bids that make even us auctioneers do a double take. From sports legends to pop culture icons to ancient treasures, these sales set records and made headlines worldwide. Ready to feel the adrenaline of a bidding war? Let's jump in. Number 10, Han Solo's blaster, $1.1 million. Pew pew, expensive. In 2022, Han Solo's trusty blaster from Star Wars, A New Hope, went up for auction. Experts expected a lot, but when the hammer fell, it sold for over $1 million, officially making it the most expensive prop gun ever. That's one costly piece of science fiction history. Just imagine a prop that originally might have cost a few thousand to make, now selling for a galaxy's ransom. As a lifelong Star Wars fan, I have to ask, who was the buyer? Maybe someone with a really good feeling about this. For that price, I hope it came with lessons from Harrison Ford himself. Number 9, Michael Jordan's Last Dance sneakers, $2.2 million. Game-worn and game-changing, these size 13s shattered records. In April 2023, Sotheby's auctioned MJ's Air Jordan 13s from the 1998 NBA Finals. Yes, the actual shoes from The Last Dance. Final score, $2,238,000, the highest price ever for sneakers. That's more than $1 million per shoe. These kicks witness greatness and apparently contain some of that championship magic for collectors. Fun fact, the previous sneaker record was a pair of Kanye West's Nike Air Yeezys at $1.8 million. Jordan literally doubled it. It's crazy. Back in '98, you could buy those shoes for maybe $150. Now they cost as much as a mansion. Talk about AIR Jordan. Number 8, Rare Superman comic, $3,250,000. Up, and away goes the price. Action Comics number 1, Superman's 1938 debut, has always been the king of comic books. A copy of it in high grade sold in 2022 for around $3.25 million. That's a record for a comic at auction. Not bad for a 10-cent book from the Great Depression, right? It's wild. Comic collectors are now dropping 7 figures like it's nothing for key issues. Meanwhile, as a kid, I rolled those issues up in my back pocket facepalm. But nostalgia is powerful. And when you combine it with rarity and character iconicity, you get superhuman prices. Whoever bought this literally owns a piece of pop culture history and paid dearly for the privilege. Number 7, Kurt Cobain's guitar, $6 million. Come as you are, with a suitcase of cash. In June 2020, the guitar that Kurt Cobain played during Nirvana's famous MTV Unplugged session sold for an unplugged price of $6,010,000, a new record for a guitar. This was the acoustic electric 1959 Martin D18E that Cobain strummed for iconic renditions of About a Girl and All Apologies. The bidding started in the 7 figures and just kept climbing. By the end, even the auctioneer looked a bit shell-shocked. I mean, $6 million for a guitar. That hits a power chord in my mind. As a music store owner in a past life, I find it equal parts crazy and awesome. It shows the value people place on cultural touchstones. This wasn't just any instrument. It symbolized a moment in music history. Still, I hope the buyer at least got a set of extra strings thrown in at that price. Number 6, Muhammad Ali's championship belt, $6.2 million. Float like a butterfly, pay like a billionaire. One of Muhammad Ali's championship belts from the 1974 Rumble in the Jungle fight sold in July 2022 for $6.18 million. This was the WBC belt Ali won after defeating George Foreman, an artifact of one of boxing's greatest moments. Honestly, I consider this sports memorabilia at its finest. The champ's prize from a fight that transcended sports and became legend. $6 million might sound punchy, but to the buyer, owning Ali's belt was worth every penny. Let's hope they display it proudly. It's not meant to sit in a drawer. It's a record for a boxing item, proving Ali is still the greatest, even in the auction ring. Number 5, Diego Maradona, Hand of God jersey, $9.3 million. Golazo. In 2022, the jersey worn by Argentine legend Diego Maradona when he scored the infamous Hand of God goal and a brilliant second goal in the 1986 World Cup quarterfinal went for 7.1 million pounds, about 9.3 million US dollars. That set the record for any piece of sports memorabilia at the time. It's arguably the most controversial jersey in football history, and clearly collectors agreed on its value. The previous owner, an English player who swapped shirts with Maradona after that match, scored a life-changing payday. I like to imagine Maradona grinning about this from above. First he got one over on the English on the field, and decades later his jersey did it again at auction. Truly, the hand of God keeps giving. Number 4, Mickey Mantle rookie card, $12.6 million. This next one is out of the park. A mint condition 1952 Mickey Mantle baseball card, Topps number 311, sold in August 2022 for $12.6 million, smashing all sports collectibles records. It's not just a card, it's basically the Mona Lisa of trading cards. The price was so high, it even beat the auction record for any sports item, including Maradona's jersey. Keep in mind, a few decades ago, you could buy a Mantle rookie for a few thousand, so now it commands more than a Picasso painting. As an auction guy, I loved the drama of this sale. Bidders were treating this little piece of cardboard like it was gold. Well, technically, it's cardboard worth many times its weight in gold. Mantle was a legend, and this card in perfect condition is incredibly scarce. The result? A grand slam in the auction world. And yes, currently the most expensive baseball card in sports memorabilia ever, period. Number 3, 1933 Double Eagle gold coin, $18.9 million. Cha-ching, the coin world has entered the chat. In June 2021, one ultra-rare 1933 Double Eagle $20 gold coin sold for $18.9 million at Sotheby's, obliterating the previous record for any coin. Why so valuable? The 1933 Double Eagle is basically the coin of coins. Never officially circulated, almost all were melted down when the US went off the gold standard. Only one legally owned example existed, held by a private collector who decided to sell. This little gold disc with Lady Liberty on one side and an eagle on the other fetched more than any McDougal painting or Ferrari or, well, you name it. As an appraiser, I find coins fascinating because of how something so small can pack so much historical significance and value. $18.9 million could buy you a fleet of luxury cars or a private island, but someone chose a coin instead. Now that's dedication to the hobby. Number 2, Stan the TRex skeleton, $31.8 million. Here's one for the ages. 68 million ages to be exact. In 2020, a nearly complete Tyrannosaurus Rex fossil nicknamed Stan went up for auction at Christie's. Stan was expected to maybe chomp $8 million, but fossil fans and maybe a museum or two went into a feeding frenzy. Final price, $31.8 million. This was unprecedented. It quadrupled the previous record for a dino skeleton. Paleontologists were stunned and a bit concerned a private buyer got it. We later learned Stan was acquired by a museum in Abu Dhabi, so he'll be on public display after all. Still, what a result. Think about it. Stan was unearthed in South Dakota and could have ended up in a museum for free, but instead, he sparked an international bidding war. At $31.8 million, that's roughly $1.7 million per fossilized foot. I did the math. The T-Rex has long been the king of dinosaurs. Here, Stan proved he's also king of the auction world. Number 1, Beeple's NFT digital artwork, $69 million. And now the shocker that truly marks our times, a piece of digital art, yes, a JPEG file, sold for $69.3 million in March 2021. The artwork, called Every Day's the First 5,000 Days, was created by digital artist Beeple, aka Mike Winkleman. It was an NFT, basically a one-of-a-kind blockchain authenticated image. When Christie's put it up for bidding, no one knew what to expect. But as the clock wound down, Crypto investors and art collectors drove the price into the stratosphere, almost $70 million for pixels on a screen. This made Beeple the third most expensive living artist at auction overnight. It was a watershed moment for the art market and NFTs. Some hailed it as the future of collecting, others thought the world had gone crazy, perhaps a bit of both. Personally, I was glued to that auction live stream. It felt like witnessing history. Whether you get NFTs or not, this sale was undeniably shocking. It showed that in 2021, a digital collage could sell for more than a Monet. Talk about a paradigm shift and a perfect topper for our list. Wow, what a ride. From movie props and sneakers to dinosaurs, coins, and digital art, we've seen the spectrum of extreme auction results. My heart's still pounding thinking about some of those bidding wars. Which sale blew your mind the most? Let me know in the comments. These results prove that the appetite for collectibles and artifacts is stronger and crazier than ever. If you enjoyed going, "What?" with me today, smash that like button and subscribe to Josh Levine. Speaks for more captivating stories from the auction and antiques world. Until next time, keep your paddle ready and your bank account steady, Mikai, because you never know when the next record breaker will pop up. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.